I had sat down with the two individuals that had thrown their hat in the ring. I am prepared to make a decision. I wanted to clear this conversation about where we were financially before I decided who I thought would be the best fit. And wanted the opportunity to step back and take a look at what tools we'll have as we come out of this conversation for me to be able to manage it, because I may need a different skill set than I would have had I made a decision prior to this. So I tabled the decision. The interviews have been had, and I'm prepared to make a decision on that as soon as I feel comfortable with where we're at in the previous conversation after last Tuesday's management meeting.
Thank you.
I just want to add that I support Chaz that he's not going to back off on the keep out signs because the management committee voted, and I just don't think we need to override them. I think we need to let them know
I'm not asking the board to override him. I'm just expressing my opinion that. I'm not the only one.
I know.
Well, personally, I think the no trespassing signs and the keep out signs in this environment aren't the most aesthetically pleasing thing that goes on. When it becomes a safety issue, I find myself looking at it from a different angle, and that's kind of what it boiled down to in the end. I don't like them either.
Any other questions for Chaz? Randy, you're up.
Thank you, sir. Delinquency totals, they were down last month. They went up a little bit by about $2,000 from 37,083 up to 39,103. I think we'll take care of that. That was pretty much mostly just 60-day people, additional 60-day people. I think we'll probably be able to take care of that at the end of next month. Roads was up only about $21, so that's not a big deal. It's pretty much stayed the same. Those are just probably late fees. Lodge and clubhouse Wi-Fi. Restaurant folks came to me and said, hey, can we upgrade this? Well, it turned into something more difficult than I thought. I've met with Spectrum twice on upgrading the Wi-Fi for the lodge and the clubhouse, for that matter. What we decided to do is they're going, because we have several different Wi-Fis here in the lodge, and none of them work very well. They decided to send an engineer in to evaluate what we have and what we need and why it is happening what is happening, and I think it's just overusage. What we have is free, and it's the bottom of the line for it, and it's just not working. So I'm waiting on that engineer to set an appointment to come in and evaluate exactly what we have, so we can upgrade this Wi-Fi and make it a little bit better.
You're saying the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Because there's so many people complaining that they can't get on it. They can only get on it for a certain amount of time, and they just had a whole lot of complaints on it. So that's what we're going to evaluate.
Randy, as long as you're on that, when I went down for training at the guard check, one of the things that I was asking them about was just the interaction and their computer system and so forth. And they said that one of the big problems they've got is the Wi-Fi down, or not the Wi-Fi, but the internet connection itself, going in and out.
Yeah.
Why? Do we know why? I mean, with that engineer's up here for that, I think we ought to send them down there.
Well, we've always had problems with Time Warner internet service. That's why we upgraded to a 5 meg down there and up here, 2 different places to help our camera system. They still have problems with, and they don't want to put the other on with their computer. They want to leave it on the camera. The camera has so much upload, and so that's what the problem has been. Now, what they're talking about doing is bringing in fiber optic, which used to be real expensive, and now the prices come down on that. So that's one of the things we're looking at here is switching to fiber optic instead of the coax. And if we can do that, I think it'll help throughout. We'll just have to wait and see.
Eric, also, the system in and of itself, as it currently is far better than what we had even a year and a half ago. I mean, we had a problem where if you walked in the guard shack and you looked at the screen that showed the various cameras at the gates, there 80% of them were out. Okay, so it's there was a concerted effort to get all of that upgraded to the point where we could even get that functionality. So I mean, it's not like we haven't been down this road before.
I figured somebody had been
yeah, and it's been I mean, we worked on it for the better part of a year just to get it to where it's at now.
The Spectrum has spotty problems around the hills. You watch Neighbors a lot. The other side of the hills has the Cardinal Hillside has more problems than I hear on Neighbors on our side. So the problems are spotty with Spectrum. Some people hate it. My house is fine.
Yeah, and we have the same in our house. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. And they put up the 100 meg, and boy, it's great. Never goes down. But other people ask them, some of the others you see on Neighbors, and they're mad. So it's.
And we also had, because of the original, when we set up the monopoly with plowing, and in there we had a really low rate for charging from Time Warner. As part of it, they actually were supposed to provide free service to us for coming in, and then we had to go back and forth with them because it was a new transition. So we still are trying to hold on as much as we can to the less expensive.
Well, back when it was Time Warner, they wouldn't even return a phone call.
No.
I mean, we'd go months before we'd get somebody to return a phone call.
Brandy.
Okay, next item is something that's been on management's plate since April, is the replacement of the lodge front door.
I wondered, it looks so nice now.
I know. Well, we switched contractors, basically, and we've got a schedule for that to be replaced the first week of shutdown. So we've got a firm commitment. Thought we had a firm commitment before. We went with a different person now. And I think we have a firm commitment to get that replaced the first week of shutdown. So.
We tried everything we could to get it replaced before Christmas time, gang.
Yeah.
What's that? The award, the Jeff Walker Award? Is that?
Why?